What up? What up? What up? What up? It is Saturday afternoon. Time is square one time. We got three-fourths of the four horsemen in the house. You gonna rock and roll anyhow? What's going on, Mr. Chris Knight?
Not too much. Just got off of work as usual. But looking forward to whatever topics you got today. I know we got the playoffs, the NBA right now going full strength. So sure there's a lot to talk about there. Right now not too much to talk about NFL, but there's always something out there.
Chillmonger. I don't know where you got 72 from. Chris was 15 or whatever Mahomes' number is. We each on there we get each one of our players' numbers on there. Dexter Manley is 72. That's what Roberto got on. I also got Roethlisberger. I think he's 10. And I got 44, which is John Riggins, the best running back the Redskins ever had, in my opinion. So that's what that is. Each one of us got on our favorite player on our favorite team. Well, Roberto's no longer a Redskin, a Commander. I don't know what he is now.
But oh, he'll come around. I think he'll come around.
He said he didn't get the link. Alonzo stepped away for a minute. As soon as he come back. I don't have a. He's on Facebook. Are you on Facebook, Chris?
Yeah, I
am. Do you have Roberto's page?
I believe so. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull over. As texting and driving is bad news, people.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Give me just a second. I'll get it to him though.
All right.
I'm here. I'm someplace I can pull over.
All right. I want to speak to the people in the chat before we get started today. Chillmonger, what's up? What's up, Chillmonger? Maz, Mama Bear, appreciate you coming by. Roadblock, thank you, sir. I appreciate the intro. That is courtesy of Shifty. Shifty is a master with the intros. He give us several. That's just one of many that he's given our team. So we definitely appreciate it. Chris and Roberto got added. What you talking about, man? Not sure what you're talking about on there. Caleb, what's up, man? Thank you for coming in. You good, Roadblock? Trinity Mindy, Roberto. As soon as we see the link, bro, we're going to try and send it to you. As my bear got the cricket love going. Chillmonger say you ran it back. Yeah, you ran it back. Trying to wait around until Alonzo can get back, and he can send the link to Roberto. I think Chris is trying to do it as well. As soon as we get everybody in the house, we're going to go ahead and start the show. I got about 7 topics. Well, 3 of them are closely related, but we can discuss them as it is. And if there's anything else that came up, there's really not much that going on in the NFL. There was one good story that I did get in the NFL. I want to see what the people think about that. When I heard it, I was like, holy smokes. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet in the NFL. What's up, Bonzo? Roberto said he didn't get the link. I told him.
I am here. What's up?
All right. I told him as soon as you get back, you would send him the link. So
send who?
He's with Roberto.
Oh shit! My bad. I keep forgetting that he's not on Twitter and anything. You know. Oh no! It cancel. Hold on.
Google Career Certificates provided.
Yeah, I'm sending it now. Where'd Chris go? Come up just as I came in. Hey, see, people are scared of me, Danny. They run from me, you know. But it's all good. Okay, I'm talking to myself now. All right. Cool. What's up, people? What's going on?
I think he pulled over to try and send Roberto the link. I think, but he should hop back on here pretty soon.
Oh, I sent it to him. I just sent it to him.
All right. Let me tell him we're good to go.
So how was your day? You know we're live, right?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I'll get up 5:30. Went on go on the boat, went fishing, caught some nice fish. What's up, Roberto?
What's up, gentlemen?
Uh, Gave him away. Got on clean fish.
Hold on, turn this volume.
Had a good day, man. Beat me on the lake catching some fish.
Good. What's up, Roberto? How you doing?
I canceled dinner for you boys tonight, man.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Because feelings got a little hurt Wednesday night, or when mentioned that calling out that I'm on a show that I'm never on. So said I got to make it happen this week. Plus, I saw a move last night that I can't wait to talk about.
And guess what? Chris was in, but I don't know what happened. But we are going to talk about that first. I'm going to set it up. Roberto, I think, does not really care for the Greek freak
At all.
Giannis.
Hold on, let me defend him.
Hold on just a second, guys.
I like his style of ball, his aggressiveness.
But
I don't understand how a man that big could get away with Kardashian traveling. That's what I'm calling it now. Not even traveling, Kardashian traveling.
Kardashian traveling. What's that? What was the question?
He travels more than others.
We're talking about Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I hope you're going to show that move last night, Danny.
I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't fair, but I'm not surprised because a lot of them are traveling, Roberto. I think they're just kind of letting it go now because sometimes the finishes be so spectacular. I guess it cancels out the traveling, but I'm with you on that. I've seen John Morant travel a lot. I've seen
how tall is John Morant?
Draymond Green,
6'4".
I had to guess 6'3",
something like that.
6'2".
It doesn't look the same when a guy picks up his dribble at half court because he's 7'2". and could dunk the ball. Doesn't look the same as a guy 6'4" picking up his dribble maybe from the 3-point line.
You say he picked up his dribble from the half court?
I've seen that, but not the movie did last night was a real classic because when you do the spin 360 move, you usually go up right after you finish the move. But he took 2 more steps, and on his second step, Danny, he stepped on someone's foot and took some little steps and did a layup. And you heard the commentator, "Oh, what a move!" I was like, "What?" Thank God my wife was sitting right beside me. I said, "You see that? Did you see?" They showed it 5 times.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
Please do.
See, the problem right now with this is that I don't watch a ton of NBA. I keep up on it, but when I watch it, that's probably one of the reasons why I just don't watch a lot of it is because they let some guys just literally they can walk half the court and they don't have to dribble. I mean, it's not quite that bad yet, but they're getting to the point that they're going to let them do it. It's like just so crazy.
Too much favoritism in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest issues. Like, it's always been like that. That's why I was a big hater of Jordan, because of the favoritism, But all the superstars
I think it's gotten worse, Anzo. I feel what you're saying, but I think it's gotten worse now.
Yeah, possibly.
Some guys get too much preferential treatment.
Yeah, LeBron James, Kevin Durant.
I think Embiid. This guy's a flopping maniac, man. Even though he takes a beating, well, how many times is he being picked up off the ground?
I don't know. I don't really watch these guys. I don't watch the games.
I'm watching only because it's the finals or it's the NBA playoffs,
Yeah.
I'm watching all of them.
I don't watch any. That's what
Let's see. Celtics. You play against the Celtics, right?
Yeah. I would think you just have to put in Greek freak traveling, but then you might get too many results.
You know what?
Here's the thing.
What game was it? Game 6?
Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel.
Yeah, game 6.
Hold on.
I think I got it. Let me see. Let me share audio.
receiver to show.
That looks like it.
Gathers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What?
You did, but you couldn't see his feet when he took those little steps at the end.
1,
Watch.
2, 3, 4. What? Look at this. Gathers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Look at this. Gathers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What?
He didn't count those little steps afterwards.
You count 4 steps.
Well,
But
yeah,
if you see, when he says 4, he still didn't leave the ground yet.
I mean, once you count to 4, I think you can stop because that's 3 too many.
But you see, we're counting the 4 like he picked up his dribble on the first step. But he took 2 steps when he did his spin move, followed by 4 steps.
Gathers.
1, 2.
One,
You see, he
2,
took
3,
2.
4. What?
That's 6 steps.
Okay, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. What?
I'm telling you, Danny,
Gathers.
Milwaukee didn't cheer because they
1,
thought they were going to
2,
call
3,
traveling.
4. What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm of the mind that they just need to start calling it. Here's the deal: 1 step, maybe you don't call it, but if you're taking 6 steps, call it. I know they may be the superstars of the league and stuff, but you can't let that happen because you know what happens when you see lackadaisical refereeing in the NBA. It moves to college, then it moves to high school, and after a while, it's just complete crap all around. And I mean, I guess I would attribute this to kind of being like the juiced ball for like when steroids were in baseball. They're just kind of looking the other way. And I mean, you won't get the same backlash as you did with steroids, but you might lose the same people that, because, I don't know. It just seems to me like this is going to backfire in their face eventually.
As long as they're consistent with the superstars, I really don't care. I just don't.
Well, I mean, come on.
I love basketball. I love it.
The problem is they're not consistent, though.
You want your grandkids
I said
playing
superstars. I didn't say everybody.
But that's the thing. You
No,
let
but-
these
but-
guys do it.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead. I was just going to. You let these guys do it. Everybody sees it, and then kids are trying it. Then kids are going to go like, "Well, this person gets away with." You can't. Listen. You got to have some sort of a standard across the board. Maybe 1, 2 steps, maybe, but you can't let these people go 60. You can't let them walk half the damn court. You just can't.
I'm not. Hey, if you feel that way, that's fine. That's it. Don't bother me. I just don't.
That doesn't bother you that he travels?
Nope.
That bothers me.
Double dribble, all of those rules don't bother you?
They have been carrying for years. They ain't call it.
But carrying is okay. You're right, Danny. But for that reason, I let it go because it's been for years and they're not really doing any damage, scoring points with their carrying. It's usually walking up court slowly, right? I was talking with a friend today. Like you do that in any court in Montreal, they're calling carrying, even if it's a bunch of rookies. How could you let it go at a professional level and expect the game to follow when nobody else could do it?
I can tell you why to do it because from what I've been hearing, they want to get the game faster and faster and faster. They're even talking about taking it from the 24 to like 14 second shot clock, which is ridiculous to me. But
Really?
they want the game faster. So
Well,
I'm not saying that is right. I'm not saying that is right. I'm just saying that with superstars, you're going to get a certain level of a free pass. That's just which I guess that you earn your stripes. That's
So what's
the rule.
Where do you stop?
You stop. I guess whatever the commissioner says, stop. But as long as he don't say stop, then what you going to do?
What's too much? You don't mind 6 steps or what? The guy walked from one end of the court to the next with the ball.
I didn't say all that. I'm saying in certain situations like
What's
that.
too much? What's too much? That's the thing.
Whatever the fucking commissioner of the NBA say is too much. That's what's too much. I don't make no rules. I can't change it.
What are you talking about?
All I'm saying is it doesn't bother me the way it bothers
The
you.
rules state that that's traveling.
Okay, if they call it, then fine. If they don't, I'm not losing sleep. That is my point.
Until it hurts.
If they call it, it's fine.
Who's your team, Danny, in the NBA?
Like Lakers and Golden State.
So if one of those plays cause your team to lose, you're fine with that? I'm just asking.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna say I'm gonna like it, but guess what? There's a lot of plays I've seen. Never seen dirty plays. We've seen plays that referee miss, that kind of stuff. I mean, that's part of the game.
Yeah, it's happened so many times. I'd have some puff about it, but at the end of the day, you can't really do much about it.
Thank you.
You know what I do? I stopped watching it because I remember me and Anzo at one point were saying we ain't watching the NBA for a specific reason. You remember that? I don't remember what the reason was. But we said we ain't supporting it. It was a bubble?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
I don't know what it was, but there was something about the NBA that it was the NFL we weren't supporting.
With Colin
Kaepernick, but that didn't last long. I said Colin ain't my buddy, so why am I going so hard on myself?
It's gonna take a lot for a true NFL player fan to start watching NFL, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, their numbers did drop that year. Their numbers did drop, Danny. I'm sure it picked up the following year, but it did drop.
But for bull crap.
But you see, the thing is, their numbers have been always dropping. This is people say, well, the numbers are dropping every year. The numbers drop.
Really?
Same with the NBA. Yeah, every year the numbers been dropping for like the last 10 years, I think it's been, or something like that. Not the Super Bowl. I'm talking about regular season.
Just
Super Bowl numbers. Yeah, Super Bowl is usually always on point.
I think a lot of that's because they didn't even have other than Tom Brady. There's really not another face of the NFL, in my opinion. Also, that concussion protocol thing, that movie that Will Smith did, that got some parents, not a lot, but so that hurt some of the rec people and some of the young players playing football. They were more concerned about the concussion protocol, and that's why you see they put such a heavy push on the concussion, because all the statistics are saying that if your son keeps getting hit like this over a period of time, he's a man, you may not be right. So I think soccer's becoming popular.
That's my opinion. You know, if that sport's too violent for you, before you decide to try and change it, put him in another sport. I hear handball's safe.
And I've seen like professional athletes say they would do it again because that's what got them out of their poverty situation or whatever.
Yeah,
that's the individual. I mean, maybe the child's not old enough to make that determination. Once he gets to college, he can make that determination whether he want to do that and potentially risk getting hurt, or, I mean, that's something you got to make. I guess it's just like a smoker or just like a drinker, whatever. I mean, you know if you keep doing it for a period of time, what it can cause, what can happen. So I guess it's just a conscious decision that the individual has to make.
Absolutely.
All right. Greek Freak out the way.
I just say I got to watch that clip because, you know, it looks like to me when he spins, he's spinning on his pivot foot, and it looked like they were calling that a step to me. So I don't know. I got to see it.
He spins, but man, he checks some stutter steps too, like Roberto said.
Okay, see, because I can't see his feet, so
I want you to watch the whole thing, Anzo, because that clip did not give enough justice. Because you'll see him actually pick up his dribble, where he picks it up, when he does his 2 steps to do that 360 move, and he should have just went straight up, but he took 4 more steps.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll see it for yourself. I hope you catch the whole perspective.
Yeah, I have to.
That guy was trying to get clicks with his tick, tick, boom. Kind of stupid shit.
Are y'all surprised that Miami won against Philly 4-2?
Nope. I'm not.
I'm a little surprised. I thought that Embiid and Harden had finally got it together, and I think it was game 3. And man, they just look.
You know what it is? No. You know what it is?
What is
Harden fucking chokes in the fucking 7.
That too.
It was game 7, right?
Also,
Yeah.
Embiid was hurt too now with that face.
His face, his thumb, his back, his knee. This
That's
guy,
this problem. He's not healthy. He does not
yeah.
stay healthy the whole
That's
season.
fine. But either or, Harden choked.
But you're right,
That's
Onzo.
exactly what
Harden did not back him up at all.
That's what I hear. I didn't watch the game, but I'm hearing he didn't take no good shots, or he didn't take any shots.
He took 2 3-pointers in the second half.
What makes him so choky in playoff games?
I have no idea, man.
Because during the regular season, the sucker machine.
He's not a pressure cooker.
Hey, there's a lot of people out there in a lot of different sports. That's just their MO. They're lights out during that regular season, but you'll start hearing about it about 3-4 seasons in their game, where people say, "Yeah, but let's see what he does in playoffs." Playoffs come, and next thing you know, they can't hit worth the shit. They can't throw worth the shit. They can't run worth the shit. They can't defend worth the shit. Whatever whatever the sport is. And there are just some people, and I mean really, really well-known, good players who just can't do playoffs.
But to be honest with you, at this point, what's he in his career now? He's been in pressure situations many times. He should not be choking anymore, right? You know, a lot of
he had the best point guard in the NBA because Chris Paul is playing
lights out, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you notice a lot of players, their first time in the playoffs or in the finals or whatever, they do choke, they get scared. You know what I mean? But after the second, third time, it's just another game, But for Harden, it seems like these big games are more than just another game for him, and he chokes all the time.
You know what's funny? Philly got rid of one choker to get the next.
The next one. Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when that guy had a layup and he passed it up for a 3-pointer.
Was a choker. I just think he couldn't shoot.
He choked in the end, Danny, because his lack of shooting. He was afraid to take a 2-foot shot. He made a pass for a 3-pointer when he could have just went straight up and dunked it. This guy's 6'10", man. Yeah, that's what they called him. Stephen A. I only repeat what Stephen A. says because me and him more or less have the same sports outlook. Regarding Dallas fans and a couple of things, and that's what he calls him, a choker. Damn. Well, he calls him a bum. But I'll call him a choker.
But Stephen A.
He's harsh, man.
Yeah, he has no love for Ben Simmons, bro. No love at all.
No.
Him and Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, he hates both of them. Yeah.
I tell you what.
But does he really hate them, or is it just for good TV?
I don't think he hates them, but I think he gives them the business whenever he can.
What they stand for, he hates,
Mm-hmm.
He hates
because he always. Sorry,
he hates the fact that I'm sorry, Kyrie didn't take that shot. Whoa, that shit. Boy, that had him. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that shit every Monday. Every Monday you could go ahead and set your clock back.
Mm-hmm. No talk now though that Kyrie, waited it out.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing, he's back, so.
Wait it out, man. Sometimes you gotta be patient.
Well,
he respects his game. He hates his actions. Like he says, you're not a worker. You don't show up to work every day. You find excuses not to show up to work. And he came and talked about the last 4 years, how many games he missed, and you're like, holy shit. And he gets paid all that money?
Yeah. I think some truth to some of that, not all of that. I really can't go all in on him for not wanting to take that.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Because that's an individual
pro-choice
thing, what you're going to put in your body and not put in your body. So I can't go with him on that. But some of the stuff he did, I'm kind of leaning towards Stephen A. Some of his outlooks on that.
And I absolutely agree with you 100%, Chillmonger. 100%. DeMar DeRozan might be the worst choker in the playoffs as well. And it proved it this year too, because he was having a great season and didn't do shit when
Chicago just got outplayed.
Yep. I don't like him as much as you, Anzo. Because when he was in Toronto and they call him a superstar, I call him a super bum.
I'm not really a big DeMar DeRozan fan. I only became a fan because he came.
I like DeMar DeRozan because he came to
assist. No, he choked.
He's a weak version of the Iceman.
Yeah,
weak version.
Choker.
Oh my god.
At least the Iceman was consistent.
I went to the playoff game with them going up against LeBron James. Yeah. Like I seen him live, man. I watch him choke live. You know what I mean? I watch him choke live. So
Chill says, I guess Giannis only travels when he's on fast breaks.
That's most of the time. He gets the ball at half court. He's taking it all the way all the time, and I love that about him. But it's where he picks up the ball that I don't love.
mm-hmm.
Josh said numbers and tickets or TV. I think maybe a little bit of both. I'm not sure. I think more in the stadium.
I think TV rights.
I don't know, man, because they get paid a lot of money to the CBS and ABC, them different channels that broadcast it. They pay the NFL a lot of money.
Yeah,
and
they
you
do.
gotta mention too now, the NFL is a non-profit. I don't know how the hell they got that shit. They don't get taxed on none of that shit.
T-Virus.
Next topic. The Celtics take the Bucks to Game 7. Are we surprised? I am. But I guess all that walking and traveling that Giannis did, I guess that helped. Right, Roberto?
I never thought I would cheer for Boston in my life. Never in my life. I don't care if there's 5 brothers on the court. It was just embedded in me to hate Boston like I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'm actually cheering for Boston to beat Milwaukee.
Well, I think they play. It ain't tonight. I think it's tomorrow. So
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night because they won last night.
It's 2 Game 7s. It's the Celtics versus the Bucks and Dallas versus the Suns.
That one is a shocker.
Yeah, I am shocked. Doggone, what's the guy's name? They're thinking this superstar. Got
for who?
For Dallas.
Oh, that's my boy. Just went blank.
Luka.
Yeah. Luka Dugovic or whatever they call his name.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah. I hear how good he is. I really had to sit down and watch a whole game of him playing.
You have to watch the whole game, Danny, because if you only watch the first half, you might fall asleep because he looks like he's really not into it. And then I give up and find out the guy scored 40 points. I'm like, what? When? Obviously, the second half.
And I know I've heard people talk about Djokovic. I've seen him play, but MVP, is he better than some other people? I don't know.
I think Embiid should have got it this year.
Yeah.
Embiid
played really good. I have no arguments against that. Well, I know a topic Anzo won't like, but Golden State put the Grizzlies to bed last night. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I enjoyed it.
They were talking about the refs gave the game. I didn't see the game, so I can't say anything.
That is a flip
I can tell you, most time, whenever Golden State kind of got a semi-run, Memphis punch it back in the mouth. So they only lost control of the game around about the 4 minute mark. Then Clay got hot. Wiggins really got hot. Steph hit a couple of crucial threes. But I'm telling you now, Golden State getting older. Memphis is coming. I don't know if it's going to be next year or the year after. Memphis is going to be the team to
and then guess what's going to happen? When Memphis passes Golden State, we're going to come on here and Roberto's going to say, Danny, what are your teams? And Danny's going to say Lakers and Memphis.
Right. Really?
Oh, you're one of those flip-floppers, Danny.
Watch.
Now, how can somebody know what I like? How can somebody know what I like? They only know me 2 years, Roberto. Tell me that riddle.
Maybe you guys spend a lot of time together. I don't know.
2 years? You know who I like my whole life.
2 years. You guys are on together 6 days a week. For 2 years. I got to pull up my calculator for that one.
I don't know all the stuff about Anzo. I don't know all the stuff about you. I don't know all the stuff about Chris.
No.
But you know
everything.
You know who I like the last 48 years of my life.
No, I don't know. I just know you're a Washington fan. I had to ask you who is your NBA team. But I can tell you this.
And
Anzo thinks that San Antonio is the greatest team ever.
I know.
But I know him a long time, so I could say that.
But I'll say this. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say, Roberto. I'll tell you what. You're absolutely right, but everybody's allowed to have a wrong opinion every once in a while.
For sure.
Yeah, but I'm not wrong. But here's how I know, right? Because Danny Boy over here, he was giving, the Memphis Grizzlies high praise. Yeah, man, I won't mind seeing the Grizzlies win and blah, blah, blah. Then when they went up to Golden State, he was hurt when they lost by like 50 points. So I was like, Danny, you seem hurt, right?
Yeah, I was hurt. That'd be the same thing. That'd be the same thing if the Steelers were whipped by 30-something points. No. Wouldn't you be hurt?
I agree with you 100%. What I'm saying is, by the time you're already putting the seeds in now, so that when Memphis does kick up some dirt and Golden State's not, they're going to be your next team. Mark my words. Remember this date.
No. I told you that I watched Ja Durant play here. He come from the same time I live in now. I've seen him play. I like him, but I couldn't tell you the other players on the team
right now.
I don't watch it.
Right now. Okay. But let's say I'm just saying.
We'll see in 4 or 5 years.
Let's say they get some fire ass players over there. Klay Thompson leaves Golden State, decides to go play with John Morant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a good team over there.
If Klay and Steph go to Grizzlies, you think I'm not going to support them?
I think you're going to be a Grizzly fan. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I know me personally. Tim Duncan went to another team.
So if Tim Duncan went to the Lakers, you wouldn't like him?
Nope. Absolutely not. Trader. I don't like Kawhi.
Yeah, because you don't think Kawhi's the best player ever.
No, I did when he was on the Spurs, and then he left, and then I hate Kawhi.
You don't say that Tim Duncan is the best player. Could be arguably the greatest player of all times. So because he goes to another team, all that instantly goes away?
Absolutely.
In Anzo's Bible.
100%.
Oh my God.
Gone. Tim Duncan would be a fuck. Hey, if he would have left San Antonio and went to fucking Orlando that year when they were trying to get him over there, no, fuck you, Tim Duncan. Trader.
You should have heard this man talk about Kawhi when he was on San Antonio. You swore this guy came to the game in sandals and a robe. He was God. And the minute they let him go, he was the devil himself.
He was Lucifer, huh?
Oh my God, Anzo is evil when it comes to you lead his team, boy. That's evil.
I don't even like the fact that he won a fucking championship with Toronto. I'm glad Toronto won, but the fact that he was there and helped us win, fuck him.
But you make a very good point there, because you see all these teams crying about they need 2 and 3 superstars on their team. How did Toronto do it with only one?
Well, some people will argue that Kyle Lowry is a superstar. I don't know.
He's an all-star. He ain't no superstar. He's an all-star. Just like Van Vliet is an all-star. He ain't no superstar. We know that, Danny.
I agree. I'm just saying that some people beg to differ.
I like Kyle. He was a big supporter of the team, but he was not a superstar. There was no superstars besides Kawhi on that team in the longest time. And before that was Vince Carter. Yep. And probably before that it was Mighty Mouse.
Tracy McGrady.
But McGrady was there during Vince, so
yeah, I was saying
that's why he left, because he felt he wasn't getting enough role on the team, right? So he wasn't really a superstar till he went to Orlando. You're right, Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh was there.
But he didn't get them nowhere near. The only guy who got him as close as Kawhi did was Vince Carter.
Yeah, but they were really good, though. You know what I mean? Because they
great bench.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They've been really good because they were in the conference finals like 3 years in a row, or close to the conference finals like 3 years in a row. Only reason why they didn't is because they couldn't fucking beat LeBron. Every time they lost, it was to LeBron.
Yeah, and he did that to a lot of people, LeBron.
Yeah.
Man, was it 10 finals in a row or something like that?
Yeah. LeBron got to get his props, man. As much as I hate that guy, you got to get his props. You may say the East is weak and everything, and I'll agree with that. But just getting there 10 times in a row is still
it's a fucking mission on its own.
He has a place on Mount Rushmore. It's just not
if you add more heads.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Gonna transition into some football now.
Already?
And
I
basketball.
can't believe I'm saying that because there's so much ball going on right now and there's no football. Nothing exciting, at least.
Yeah,
In a recent discussion on Undisputed, Skip Bayless predicted that it would be Tampa Bay versus Cincinnati in the next Super Bowl.
Cincinnati.
Yep, that's what he predicted. So, do we think we will see that?
Absolutely not.
Cincinnati in the Super Bowl?
He says it's going to be Tampa Bay versus Cincinnati Bengals.
It's possible.
Hey,
It's possible, but that's
man. He is nice.
Yeah. But that O line, if they have the same O line, I can't see this guy doing what he did repetitively. You can't get sacked 16 times in a game. That's unheard of. I don't even see that shit on Madden.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, Hanzo?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. And to think that they actually won that game, that guy's got some talent.
Yeah.
Burrow's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see him coming, man, but I wouldn't be surprised. He made it last year, so who's to say he can't do it again?
But can I ask you guys a question regarding these Burrow and that receiver? Do you guys know of any other tandem that went from college to the NFL together?
I don't.
I think they're the first, no?
I don't remember.
Because these guys played in college together. That's why they have so much chemistry.
You're right. I don't.
And I'm surprised they don't make mention of that. Like that's something like I never heard before.
They probably will. If they go back-to-back Super Bowls, they probably will mention that. I've never thought about that.
You think they could make it, Dan?
I think they can. The NFL was so unpredictable last year. Oh my God! It's just
last year was really bad. Last year was really bad.
I have to wait to see because I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Teams that should have won didn't win. Teams that shouldn't have won winning. So it's crazy. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do.
Last year was an anomaly.
Do you think that
we all felt it?
You think Brady is going to go back? If he goes back, because we got a person on the panel that don't think he's the greatest. If he goes back and win it, would that cement him as the greatest?
I already see him as the greatest. Who has done what he's done to say otherwise? Montana would be the next closest, no?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Montana was ever mentioned as the greatest in football.
I think Chris, who did we get as the greatest when we did the ranking, Alonzo? Wasn't it Montana?
Joe Montana, yeah.
I don't even think Brady made it. I don't know how he didn't.
Oh, on your list or the list?
On our list, we did a ranking.
Okay.
We did a ranking.
And Montana was number one?
I think it was Montana. It was so disgusting, Roberto.
Steve Young was number 2.
Yeah. You got some haters. Serious Brady haters.
Oh, that is crazy, yo. That is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. I trolled on that one. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't pick Brady over Montana. Yeah. And I think Brady's better than Montana, hands down.
Terrence said, Danny in high school, the football coach asked me if I want to play football. I said, not my thing. Plus, I wouldn't be able to hit them in the same way. So you be trying to kick them like the damn water boy. Laugh my ass off. Tom Brady is definitely still the greatest. It's unreal, truly. You are correct, bro.
You know what? If you make a movie out of this, Danny, I think he's gonna regret coming back this year.
You think so?
Yeah, I just have a bad feeling something's gonna happen to him.
Shoot, I think he's gonna go.
Sorry?
I think he got something to prove.
What?
Mm-hmm. In his mind,
well, he wants to get away from his kids. That's all he's proving.
I'm saying in his mind, I think he want to put it so far ahead that nobody will never ever be able to catch him. Kind of like how Kareem did the scoring title, and that's why Kareem threw some shit at LeBron earlier this year. Because for so many years, Kareem had that greatest score, highest score in NBA history. And now LeBron, if he keeps playing this time next year, he may be the best.
Yeah,
So I think the records, man.
he's
more
up.
important
It's
people-
Chris.
Shit,
He's
keep it
updating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think some of those records, man, are more important to the players than when they let on. And then when they see someone approaching it, they be like, "Oh shit, shade time."
Mm. Yeah.
Next thing, I just think so. I could be wrong. Next thing going on in football, the Seattle Seahawks, they do not want to trade for Johnny Manziel. Not Johnny Manziel. Damn, what's his name? Damn. Quarterback for the Browns.
Baker Mayfield.
They don't want to trade for him. But if he gets cut, then they want him. Tell me that ain't some sneaky shit. How would you feel? How would you feel if somebody say that? I don't want you. I don't want to trade for you. But if you get cut, then I want to pick you up. How would you feel?
I mean, it's kind of messed up, but at the same time, I mean, I'd be like, okay, I'd like who's on the team. You know what I mean? It's a good team. All right. So whenever you guys find the time to get me.
Seattle,
if the team has a chance to win, you know what I mean?
Seattle's in straight rebuilding. They ain't gonna smell a Super Bowl probably another 4 or 5 years, if not longer.
Yeah, probably.
So why would I want to go somewhere that they really don't want me? I don't have a future there, or I don't have a chance of getting to Super Bowl anytime soon. And
How much you paying me?
I don't know what they're going from.
Well,
right
that would be the determining factor.
Now,
with me.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, doggone old boy Deshaun Watson, he done set the bar so high that they're gonna have to pay these quarterbacks.
But that's it, Danny.
More
So
money.
you say they don't want you and you don't want to be there. What if they give you that money?
They're not gonna give you money to be second. You talking about Seattle or Cleveland?
I'm talking about Seattle. Even if they don't give him the money to be first, they giving you what? Let's say $15 million a year.
I think you might
Ain't
get
no one
that.
else wants you.
And you're not making that in no broadcasting booth.
Now, if you ain't get no other options, of course you'd be a fool to turn that down. I'm just saying.
I doubt he's getting any offers.
He gonna want it.
The pride factor.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he has offers to pick from, then obviously. But I don't think he has any offers. So at this point, if they say we don't want you now, but when you become the free agent, we'll take you, and I know that I'm at least going to be able to get a paycheck. Okay, sure, whatever. I'll wait.
I don't think it's fair to this kid because he's only played for one organization. Sometimes you go play for another coach who could help you bring out your talent skills, and then all of a sudden you see why he was drafted number one. They've given more chances to that bum who's playing for the Commanders now, and it's proven that this guy can't do shit.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, this guy couldn't even play in the CFL.
Who's that?
Wentz. Oh my God, Anzo. I don't know if I left it. I think I left the team before they got Wentz. I think they became Commanders before they picked up Wentz.
Come on, bro. You gotta let that hate go.
Danny, this hate is so deep because I could just see Snyder sitting in his office saying, "Yeah, Commanders, I like that. I think it's gonna make our fan base diminish because nobody would choose that name." I could see him doing that. I just see this guy trying to sabotage this fucking franchise. That's all he's done since he's been there. Tell me one good thing he's done, Danny.
I really can't.
You can only take so much demise. You're not born on this planet to only have one football team.
Well, how about they have a good season this year?
You know what? Good riddance. I don't care if they win the Super Bowl. I really couldn't care. I won't watch it.
So who you rolling with now?
I'm a fan of the NFL. This year, I'm a fan of every team except the New York Jets. And who's the other one? Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God.
I was just playing. They're first. If they were the only team in the league, I wouldn't follow football.
Josh said they rate the Commanders as the hardest schedule set this year.
with Wentz. I can't wait till this guy goes to Philadelphia. We are going to have some jokes.
Well, just 3 years ago, man, he was an MVP, Ray. So hopefully he can get back some of that magic.
Yeah, keep hoping, Daddy. You have a better chance of winning the lottery 5 times in a row.
I got to hope, man. What else I got? I got
just write the season off because you know it's a write-off.
Oh, my God.
You're going to win 2 games, and then you're going to lose 10 because he's going to throw 99 picks.
He got a chip on his shoulder. He got something to prove.
He got more than a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, my goodness.
Honestly, you know what, Danny? I used to think Sanchez was the biggest insult to the football quarterback position when he ran face first into that man's butt and got tackled.
I remember that.
But after I saw Wentz play fucking thing last year, Jacksonville, oh my God. How is this guy still in the NFL? And then my old team picks him up. I know in Indy they're fucking laughing. Could you believe Washington took him off our hands? I know they're saying that in Indy. I know they're saying that.
You might be right on that.
Rivera is not a quarterback coach. I'm sorry.
I'm going hope against hope.
I'm going to laugh good this year, Anzo. I'm going to laugh good this year. I promise you.
I got to hope against hope, man.
Chris, you missed some good talk, man. We're talking about those commanders, whatever they're called.
Oh,
even Stephen A has the same opinion as me. What a horrible name.
The Commodores.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
This shit.
No, I mean, listen. Commanders, the Guardians, all that stuff.
That too.
Guardians. Well, the Guardians. Here's the thing. The Guardians make sense because right out front of their stadium, or at least the old stadium, I don't know if it's the new stadium, there's a bridge. And on that bridge, for like 80 years, 60 years, something like that, are these 2 neo or Art Deco statuettes right there, and they're called the Guardians. And so I give them credit to that there's something in town that it works for, that it came from. So, you know, I don't know okay, listen, I'm not against Native Americans, but I really don't know why you're worried about the Cleveland Indians or the, Washington Redskins. I really don't.
Redskins is probably offensive, but Indian
I
is what you
that.
are. How could that be offensive? Like it's me telling you you're black. Were you offended by that?
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, listen, it's not like they're really trying to emulate, Indians. But anyways, whatever.
So how does Chicago avoid this? Because you see the hat I'm wearing, right?
Just wait. The Blackhawks will be next.
I know. I got no hats left.
Well, here's the thing. The Commanders make no sense to me. Again, I said it last year. Why don't you just go and do what New York did when they had both the football giants and the baseball giants? They should just kept the Nationals. It makes sense. It's in Washington, D.C. It's the nation's capital.
But isn't that the baseball?
Yeah, but that's the thing. They've done it in other towns. The Cardinals. You had the St. Louis football Cardinals. You had the St. Louis baseball Cardinals. And they did it in New York. They've done it in plenty of places. I don't know why they didn't just call themselves the Washington Nationals. It made sense to me. But then they go and they pick this name, keep the colors. I mean, I guess the colors doesn't matter that much, but it just, the name to me is still, it's more perplexing than in Cleveland. Because like I said, I know where Cleveland got their name. I understand that. It'll catch on eventually.
Now that you explained it, I can see Guardians. I can understand now because I couldn't see where the name came from, and it was kind of stupid.
That's what I'm saying. It makes sense.
Okay.
The Commanders doesn't. I mean,
makes no sense.
It's a military-ish sounding name, but that still doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to appeal to like patriotism or something. I don't know.
Like Shaq would say,
Washington
it's poor awful.
Washington Nationals would have done that.
I would even have taken Red Wolves so they could keep the big R for, the Redskins R. They could have kept that on their helmet
and
and called themselves the Red Wolves.
Now it's a C.
It's okay. It's okay. I had a friend call me up, Danny. He reached out to me. Martin Onzo. Martin lives in the South Shore.
Don't think so.
Anyways, he reached out to me. He goes, "Yeah, Mendez, I remember you're a Redskins fan. I have a jersey I won in a contest. You want it?" I said, "Hell no." He goes, "You're not a Redskins fan?" I go, "I was a Redskins fan. I'm not a Commanders fan. I ain't following no team called Commander."
I wish I could change the Commanders on the intro. God, that would be awesome.
You want to change it? You want the show to grow or what? You put Commanders opening up with the Dallas Star coming up first.
Oh, hell no.
You see, Daddy?
No. Next topic. I think this might be the last year with Tom Brady because they announced this on Undisputed that he will be joining Fox Sports as a commentator whenever he Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he quits his football career. So I'm thinking this might be the last time. Well, ain't no telling because he'd go home, I guess, look at Giselle and say, "Hell no, I ain't staying home. I'm going back out with the guys." So I don't know, but this makes you want to believe he already agreeing to be a commentator. And he's already committed to Fox Sports News. So how you feel about that? You think he's going to be a good commentator? You think he'd be good as Mr. Watt? What's her boy? Romo? Or what? Because to me, man, Romo is the best football commentator as far as seeing the plays before they happen and calling it. Man, he got the energy, he got the knowledge, charisma. So
maybe
he's my favorite.
He should have played QB from the booth. Because he calls the game amazingly from that booth. But when he was on that field, he was a dumbass.
He made a lot of mistakes.
Remember when he thought he could make it to the end zone, Danny? Do you remember that one? When he stumbled and fell? I swear it was me that tripped him, and I laughed so hard.
He was
so hard.
He's a gunslinger, and sometimes gunslingers are either very successful or on the other end of the spectrum and partly successful. So he was a partly successful gunslinger. On the opposite end of the spectrum was Brad Favre. Brad Favre, man, he was a gunslinger, but he threw an ass of damn interceptions. But his wins.
Was there fantasy football when Favre played?
I don't think so. But if it was, I wasn't playing it.
He must have got mad points.
Shoot, the one that you and Onzo hate so much, I think Onzo more than you. There was a time when Cam Newton was a god in fantasy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's his early years.
Yep. But the last couple of years, I've had Brady, man, and shit, Brady has had some 80-point games. I don't know if he's going to sustain that, but I don't know.
Well, I got 100 and something points with that Cincinnati guy.
Yeah, Burrows is good too. Yeah,
I got 106 points that game. I beat him with just one player.
Yeah, Burrows.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him being a commentator, Onzo? What you think?
I
think your mic's down, Chris.
You hear me? I think it'll be fine. I don't know if anybody can be as good as Romo is right now, but I'm sure it might be. I'm down.
Anybody want to guess when the first fantasy football game first fantasy football league started?
I would say 92.
Okay.
I'll say 91.
Okay.
Not sure.
1962.
What computer?
Yeah, like they said, there were paper. It was done on paper.
Oh, like Josh
It was
just threw
dubbed the GOPPPL, Greater Oakland Professional Pigskin Prognosticators League. It was started by Bill Winkenbach, who was then the part owner of the Oakland Raiders football team.
I've never heard of that before.
Me
Nice.
neither.
Learn a lot of shit on this
Right. There's
platform.
something new every day, bro.
Chi-Chi, fantasy, all kinds of shit.
All right, and the last topic, which to me is I say the best for last to me. I couldn't believe when I heard this, but the mayor of Dallas is pushing hard to get a second team in Dallas. And when I heard that, I was like, "What the hell?" Now, Shannon Sharp says there is no way that Jerry Jones is going to allow that to happen.
Nope.
But Skip Bayless seems to think that he will let it happen. So, what would be another name for the Dallas Cowboys? It'd be Dallas Cowboys 2.0 or the Dallas Texans or the Dallas Get Along Harrys or the Dallas Rangers. What in the hell would it be, and who would be that owner? Could Jerry Jones own two teams? I don't know. This is very interesting to me. And they give examples. They said, okay, L.A. in basketball, everybody looks to the Lakers first and then the Clippers. In New York, everybody looks for the Yankees first and then the Mets. In New York in football, everybody looks for the Giants first and then the Jets. So Shannon said that they don't think, and I guess you can go ahead and carry that on to, everybody looks at Dallas first and then the Houston. So with another team, they said Dallas is big enough for it. I don't know what the population of Dallas is, but would you want to see another team in Dallas? And do you think it could coexist, or would that work?
I'm sure it could work. I mean, I don't know if I really want to see another team in Dallas, especially a fucking team run by Jerry Jones. I mean, what? One team is not good enough? You can't get one team to fucking make it to the Super Bowl. Now you want to try and fucking destroy another one?
That'd be too much power for one.
I don't think they would let him own two teams.
I don't get why they would even say they're big enough, because if they're big enough, Houston's almost a million people bigger. So why wouldn't Houston get two?
I think the mayor is pushing this. I don't know if the real decision makers are doing this. All I heard was the mayor is really pushing this because he's saying football is king in Texas, which football is king in Texas. But it's not that much.
Unless Jerry Jones is allowed to own it, I don't see him going for it.
Like Stephen A. said, that guy ain't going to serve 2 terms.
I think if he had 2 teams, he would be bleeding money. Because he bleeds money now. And now he's going to have 2 salary caps and all that taxes that go in.
But hold on. All these cities that have 2 teams, it's not one owner.
No, I don't.
I really don't think they would allow that.
Yeah,
no, it's against competition.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because mute it, Chris. Mute it.
I don't think if Jerry Jones is not allowed to own both of them, that he will do that. He'll let it happen.
It's not
happening. You think he might let his son do it? That they kind of work together,
They'd have to see that his son is the one actually paying for it, and daddy isn't filtering money to him, I think. But I think Roberto said it best. If this is his first term as mayor, he won't get a second term.
I can't take the credit for that. That's Stephen A. Smith who said that. That man should be fired. Jerry Jones is going to see to it that he's fired. There's no way that Jerry would allow a second team to come into Dallas. No way. So that pretty much writes off that he could own 2 teams.
I don't even want to see that. That is like a nice.
I would throw up on my throw up if that happened. You know what I mean? How is that possible? You have to put a Dallas team in the West too? Like you're going to poison all of football?
I'm telling you. Dallas fans are bad enough now. You get them suckers something else. They clap on too. Oh my God. We would have to, like I said earlier, when Dallas wins the Super Bowl, if and when they win it, we're still alive. We're going to have to leave this planet because the Dallas Cowboy fans are going to act a damn fool. I don't even want to see it. If it happens, I'm going to cut the TV off and act like it didn't happen. I ain't going to go to work for about 2 or 3 days.
They're going to add an S to their slogan. America's teams.
Oh my God! I don't know why they still America team. Cause,
They're riding on the past, man.
oh
They're
my
riding
God.
on the past. That's some sad shit. They haven't been to the playoffs almost as long as the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they're bragging.
And the richest team in the NFL. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But I do understand it because shit, where I live at, I guarantee you can't go to a Walmart parking lot and not see at least 10 of them damn stars, either in
Really?
the window, on the tailgate. Oh my God.
Where's that?
Where I live at.
I think the Cowboys and the Steelers are two teams that travel well. Yeah, I mean,
But
they have
isn't
fans
Dallas-
all over the place.
Isn't Dallas the biggest marketable franchise in North American sports?
It's the richest. I don't know about marketable, but that star, man, that star.
They're doing some marketing there to be the richest.
That star is fucking recognizable all over the fucking world.
More than the Yankees, I think.
I don't know.
They can own team. At one time, they couldn't own teams in the same city that were other sports. Now they can. And I'm looking here to see if I can find.
Other sports make sense.
No,
like I
it
can own
says
the
right
hockey
here.
team and basketball team.
Says you can't. I don't think here. Hold on, let me see.
Because the owner can't own two sports teams in the same sports. That sounds like that's something that would make sense. Because that just seems to me like it would become a monopoly, especially in the same city.
Yeah. Different sports make sense, but not.
You would get two cuts of the pie. Everybody else get one slice.
All right, here it is. It says that, yeah, it's pretty much in multiple sports you can. I don't see anything that says you can in the NFL though. Like conflict of interest and competing clause. You can't even hold ownership stake in the NBA if you were working on another team. The NFL goes even further, saying you can't own another sports team unless the team was in the same city or in another city with no existing NFL team. Paul Allen, for instance, owns a football team and owns the Trailblazers, or at one time did. Yeah, so no.
Good deal. Well, like I said, I don't want to see that. So I'm glad there are provisions somewhere to prevent that, because two Dallas teams would be very hard to watch.
And again, I don't see why, like Chris said, Dallas is big enough to support two teams.
Yeah,
what happened all of a sudden?
Houston has 2.3 million people. Dallas has 1.3.
Is Houston?
You have listen.
Isn't Austin the capital of Texas? I think it's Austin, Texas. Right?
So.
Austin, Texas, yeah.
Dallas, Fort Worth. That's the thing. Is that Fort Worth? I don't know what Fort Worth is, but it's that multiplex. But it's just like Houston. Houston is a multiplex too. It's got I don't know. They're just mega cities because they incorporate. Well, not incorporate. They just have two cities nearby, so close. So like, hold on. Let me see here.
I hear it's growing a lot, so maybe that's why the mayor is trying to get that going to expand.
But Houston has, Houston is Houston, basically. It doesn't have anything that close to it. So it is its own thing, but it also has, it's the Space Center. It's on the coast. Dallas. Let's see here. Okay, that's why. Dallas-Fort Worth's population in 2020 makes it the country's fourth largest metro area with 7,637,000 people.
That's a lot of people. A lot of people.
With that, but here's the thing: if I were to do it, I wouldn't do it in Dallas. I would try to convince Fort Worth to go on some sort of a joint venture and have Fort Worth. So you'd have like, the Fort Worth Cowboys or something. I don't know, but you could have something. But still, I mean, I just don't see Jerry Jones. I don't see him doing it. I see him saying no and putting money behind not having it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, I think. I don't know how much money you got. I know you're a billionaire, but that's still a lot of money to build him a stadium from the ground up. All this stuff.
No, I meant he'd put money behind fighting a second team.
Oh, but still, I'm just saying, if he was agreed to it, that's an ass of money. I wouldn't even know what the cost of Jerry World is now. It's probably something astronomical. But at the end of the day, don't want to see that. I hope it's just a story. I hope it does not transform into something real, and we have to deal with even more delusional Dallas fans. But that's all I have, man. About 10 topics. We're looking at an hour and 8 minutes, which is perfect timing. Before we got it here, we're going to go around, let everybody shut their channel, anything special going on. And we're going to start with Mr. Roberto. What's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Well, since I'm here today, I can make mention of you could find me here on Saturdays.
Good deal.
And you can find me with my friend upstairs, Mr. Anzo, Bigger Ford Entertainment on Wednesdays, doing OOC, where we keep it real, bring the fire, and let everyone know what's on our mind.
That is true.
Facts.
Make sure you check them out, man. They have some real hot shows. Love to pick on cops, but I still love it.
But we always talk about our favorite cop.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Knight, what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir? You're dump your mic again.
I don't know what's going on with it, why it's doing that. Anyways, got some gaming streams coming up. We're going to have the Gospel According to Chris on Monday, which is going to be Deej Odyssey is going to be on that. Tomorrow, we're going to have the weekly wrap-up and Name That Tune. If you're interested in naming tunes, you don't have to know the tune. You just got to know how to have fun. That's all we ask, guys. Come on and try out for it. And that's tomorrow. And then, of course, our 3 shows on Chaos Central coming up very soon. We're going to be starting the Obi-Wan roundtable, and soon after that, the Miss Marvel roundtable. And basically, everything I'm reading right now says that good luck on getting a second team there because it's hilarious. Jerry Jones won't let it happen. That's everything I'm reading.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a quote of him. But anyways, yeah, lots of stuff. But support these guys right here. All 3 of these guys deserve your subscription if you have not done it yet. And Chaos Central. We were at 281 last I checked. 19 from 300, guys. Go over to chaoscentral.com. Check out the website. Go to Chaos Central on YouTube. Chaos Central on Twitter, on Instagram. Yeah, it's just, you can follow us everywhere. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for having me on.
Not a problem. Mr. Anzo, what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Yeah, Bigger Ford Entertainment. You guys know the deal. Like Chris said, we got the shows Chaos List, Chaotic Conversation, Rule of 3. Then the Obi-Wan will be coming up. Like Roberto said, the OOC. It's great to be here, though. It's a fun show today, Donnie. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Of course, I'm the host, Andy Graham, a.k.a. Comic Chat. You can find me on Chaos Central Monday through Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with Chris Anzo. Also, you can find me on Anzo's show from time to time, and Aunt Roberto's show, the OOC. You guys have very good topics. Wednesday nights before that, you can find me on Guy Scars, The Hangout. We usually talk about pop culture stuff, sometimes a little politics, but not too much. Like I said, we're taking a break from the roundtable, but we'll be back with Obi-Wan here soon. And, of course, you can catch us here whenever work allows and life allows, 4:30 every Saturday. The 4 of us, whoever can come in, man, we try, like I said, I try to get a few topics, but it's very slow in the NFL now, so hopefully that'll pick up here next week so we can have some more stimulating topics and conversations. But, man, I really enjoyed it. glad we all could come. And till next time, peace.
Peace.
Square one. Square one.